Hello, hello, hello. Yeah, my stream manager. Um, let's have a look. Let's have a look. There you go. Oi, oi, Jacob boy. What's happening? Bro, I've got like my stream manager and the little tub thingamajig to put my phone in. Are you all doing tournaments or are you on clubs? Wait. Is my boys, can you let me know if my webcam's paused? Because if it has, then I can reset it. On mine, it's fine, but on my stream manager, it looks weird. You just let me know. Is my face cam frozen? Boys, if none of you have followed as well, if you follow, some widget should come up. Is it frozen? No, I don't think it is. It looks pretty normal. Okay, cool. Bro, I'm not gonna win, Jacob. I'm not being funny. But I shall try my best. Okay. Wait, I'm reconnect my controller. Why's my controller not connected? Oh, there we go. Okay. Everything's fine, okay. What am I doing? We're gonna do a tournament. A bead. I was trying to get music in for the stream, but because it's gonna be a VOD, so I'm gonna like post this on YouTube after like the whole stream. I'll cut it up into videos for the Reacts one. I don't know how to separate it. I know it's something to do with tracks, but I couldn't be bothered. I was already like half an hour late to stream anyway, so let's do it. Boys, tell everyone else to join up to do the tournament. You get as many people as we can. Zach, bro, don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Why would you lie about that, you muppet? Fabrizio hasn't said anything. Griffin Bean. Bro, actually, bro, I just went through all of Fabrizio's stories. Not one of them was about a cover. So, flipping Bean. 20 for 950. Join up before 950. We'll do ones. I just want to make sure my mutators aren't on. Defaults, that should be it. I don't want these stupid ones either. Like that. That. Just want the normal. How do I just do the flipping normal ones, bro? Yeah, I will host a tourney. I just haven't made it yet. Obviously, I'm gonna host it, you muppet. Oh, Zach, Jacob's a bit of a new gen, am I right? I'm alright. Dozen chat boys, Pog. Shut up. Okay. Password is 123, boys. Yeah. Get as many people as we can. Sorry, Jacob. But you are though. This is like when was it? It was like year 6, I think. Mental. Literally like nearly 6 years ago. 2020. I don't know actually. Don't know when it was. Right, I gotta change this boost. I flipping hate it. Ugh. Void's vibe, bro. The kid was a demon. And what's that other one? He's like a freestyler. It was like stealthy or something. Who was he from? He was from like, bro. They were like from far away, so they were like the other side of the world. They were like who was it? It was like Dubai or something, wasn't it? The Emirates. Yeah, Dubai. Viper didn't say a lot, but he was just insane in the game. Did you ever beat him, Zach? Boys, let me know every time that like my webcam or something stops, because oh my god. Started playing on my stream manager. But yeah, just let me know if it stops, because that happens a lot. Oh, boys, one person in the tournament. Oh my god. This is your way of getting ahead, literally straight away. Flipping champion. You're hell no. Come on. Zach, get the other boys. Get the other boys to come on. Because I was, depending on the size of the tournament, I was only going to do like 1 or 2, and then I was going to do react videos. Licks? I have no boost. Zach, I literally had the worst game of my life today. Like, for CrossFit. Flipping awful, bro. Played terrible. We still won though. So. We still won, so it's jump. Bro, stop typing in flipping chat. No, I didn't score. I broke my streak. I'd scored 3 games in a row. And then I broke the streak. Oh my god, I just put it in my own net. Holy buns at the game. What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh right. 7-2, 8-2. Wait, bro, I thought they were good, and I was meant to go up United to this weekend. I was gonna get tickets for the game, but we had this games, and I thought they were like really good. So we didn't go because I had to play that. Turns out the United game's tomorrow, so it got moved. So I would have been able to go, which is really annoying. But it's chill. Musty. Uh-oh. That's not good. What am I doing? I've got better. I'm still not at this level there. I could hardly hit the ball before. No! Such a bad shot. Oh my god. So I can't do ball cam. That's over. Oh no, it's in. I thought that was miles over, to be fair. Is that what you got? 4 other people in here watching us. Watching this flipping final. We got to 10 viewers yesterday on the first stream. That's mad. I have no boost. I was trying to fake you. Go low. I knew you could do that. How'd you even get that in, man? I got lucky hitting it in there, and then... Well, what can I do? Is that classed as a double tap? I suppose it would be. Zach, can you speed flip me up? I'm asking questions so that he types so I can score. That's it. You know what? It's okay. You can't. Right, I was gonna learn, but I just don't. I'm not in my Rocket League era anymore. Well, I am, sort of. But if I should have started doing this like 2 weeks ago. Like, what is that? That's tech. Oh hell no. That's going up. No! Give me a chance, bro. I appreciate it. Get back out. Oh no. Where are you? Oh. Thought you flew off into the air. Oh. That wasn't tough. I know that you're gonna keep faking me. Oh hell no. Oh my god. In a real game, I would have put that in. No, Zach has won the tournament, boys. Well, we gotta start. I gotta start another one. So we've all got about 3 minutes to get in. 2.5 minutes. GG's, boys. I'll tell you what. I'll do. Yeah, 25. Wait. Let me. I'll put the password on screen. Give me a sec. The webcam's doing pretty well at the minute. I'll say that and it'll break, but for now it's doing pretty well. Yo, where is it? Oh wait. Oh hell no. Make that a little bit smaller. Yeah, there we go. Does that get all they're all on club, bro? Get them off clubs. Off clubs onto Rocket League. Literally, just tell them literally for one tournament, so that then I'll just do react videos. Bruh. Who's on? Pinch. Nope. Soft touch. If I could, I would stream clubs. I'll try and get it on my PC. Silly you. I know who you can get. Wait, it's Talon. He's not gonna get clapped on. What's he on about? Caden said he's good. Flipping bead. Wait. Let me look at this. Look at this guy. I don't know if you can read it. Wait. Said I'm good. Oh yeah, we could ask Max. It's a good idea. Is that they all want reactions? Is that if no one's gonna do tournaments, then I might have to do reactions. I'm not gonna lie. And then we'll just do like tournaments tomorrow. I think Caden's on stream. What did Max say? Max said he has important things to do first, which is be on call with Sienna's bro. Is that everyone wants reactions, so I'll do reactions. Zach, are you down for reactions? Yo. There. Bro, sure. If Caden wants me to. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, wait a sec. What is it though, Zach? It's 3 minutes long. What is it? Hang on, let me just share the stream to Max. It should work. Yeah, okay. Oh my god, hi Caden. Hi Caden. Yeah, Caden, what is it though? Have you sent it to me? Like, I'm searching up Biggie Riz on YouTube, nothing's coming up. What do I gotta search up? It's on TikTok. Let me just flip and do stuff on TikTok, man. Alright, Oh. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. I do this. No, I got it. I've got it. Yo, wait, what? He's got 115k views on this video. What the hell? He got 115,000 views on that. Pretty cool.
Panda, I was in Atlanta, commenting with Fana. What's up guys, Fluffy Panda here, and today I'm going to be talking about why I'm quitting my other channel, Biggie Riz.
Oh, hell no.
And what's to come in the future. So, I should probably talk about why I'm quitting. I've gotten a super cool girlfriend, and I just don't really find the channel funny anymore. This is way too hot! And
You just been lobbed the sausage roll, bro. This kid is so funny.
I just think that Fluffy Panda is a better channel. I can do a lot more of it. And I think I'm very changing as a person.
What's
So,
give me a sec, boys. What's on Fluffy Panda? Is it in his bio? I don't know.
basically,
So this is his second channel now.
my name is Aston James David, also known as Fluffy Panda.
His name's Ashton. I actually didn't know that.
And this is my channel, try and find true love.
Wait, yeah, someone showed
My name is
my entire family this video. What was I on? Yeah, I know I was on the video, but what's the...
Panda. I was in Atlanta. Come and drink a Fanta. What's up, guys?
What's his main channel?
And I think I'm very changing as a person in general. So, basically, for Fluffy Panda 2! So, Fluffy Panda 2 is gonna be like Fluffy Panda 1, but better, because I'm funnier and awesomer. And also, because I'm happier. And I love you.
Yeah, actually, bro, he sounds like Carl Freezy. Where is this? Where did they film this? Yo, is his name David or Ashton? Because this comment section, this Jacob White, right, saying love it David. Is his name David or is his name Ashton? I've never actually met him. He went to a graveyard? Hell no, he went to a graveyard to do this. That is a madness. You know what, I respect it. I respect it. Yeah, no, someone sent him off. That is crazy. Bro. I'm going to watch the milk video after this because I want... Because I want to know if his mum literally, like, he just hands the phone to his mum. He's like, yeah, mum, can you just record a video for my TikTok real quick? Just grabs the milk out of the fridge and pours it all on him. We're back at the bench. Big send-off?
Goodbye, Biggie Riz.
Yeah, I'd say that was a big send-off.
Is this the first meme of 2026?
This one. Oh no, okay, he's filming himself. I can tell. That's front camera.
Covered in milk.
Yeah, can I just say he has holy powerlifting potential. Like
Fat boy.
the physique, it's like genetics, like Eddie Hall. Like, is anyone else seeing that? Bro. Anyone else seeing what I'm seeing? What's the Superman vid? Is that one of his?
Tonight's the night.
Oh god.
And
Oh, it's
going to
die.
happen again.
Bro, I thought that was blood. Bro, I can't find his other account. Oh, is it this? Oh, yeah, it is this. No, because that kind of leaks the skull.
Why don't you go? Fluffy Panda?
You're fired.
What? What?
You fired Fluffy Panda, you fired me too.
Charlie, it's chill. We'll grab some drinks at the work better. I'll text you I love you. Why don't you go? Fluffy Panda?
You're fired.
What? What?
You fired Fluffy Panda, you fired
What a shot! Okay, let's get to actual React videos. Boys, what video?
Of the little people is about to begin. All right, let's review here for a moment. Team Man is made up of 4 of the time. This will be an equal competition, and you can see the dramatic difference in size among the competitors. Look at this as he's getting very excited now. He knows he's getting close to the starting
Yeah, I said camels have 2 humps. What?
line, and he wants this thing to go. Look at him. He's starting to buck. Remember, this is a very
Bro, that's an
large
aggressive
beast.
camel.
What must Team Man be thinking as they are getting into position for the race? Oh, the camel is freaking out. The camel is freaking out. He is literally pulling and dragging his trainer across the track. And
Let's start the race.
And there is the next baton pass. It is clean.
Oh, they're winning.
The camel is clearly catching up. He is now, in fact, passing
Oh.
Mike Berger and is in front of him by at least 4 or 5 yards.
This is
He
close.
started slowly, but now he is moving quickly, and the next baton pass will be critical. Mike Murga handing it off to Frank Gibb. Oh, that is a bad
Oh,
pass.
that's very, very bad. That is very
Frank
bad.
Gibb is
Slow.
just turning it on. Boy, is he moving.
Go
He's
on.
covering
Oh my
some
God, he's
ground
rapid.
and closing the gap. The camel
Flipping,
is
look, he's
slowing down, and it's
running like
80-20.
Steve.
We're
He is
down to the
rapid.
finish line, and oh, it is a photo finish that's way too close to call. What a race.
Well,
As
it's
an Olympic
thanks for the follow,
competition,
boy.
The judges are going to be looking for whose chest crossed the finish line first. That will determine the
Oh,
winner.
I think that's the camel. Not
That
gonna
was
lie.
absolutely incredible.
Oh, I did not mean. Oh my God. Did not mean to go into flipping tram twins. Alright. Stream. Stream with other boys. Alright. Give me a sec, boys. No, that wasn't AI. That was room. What AI video? What? The short? Where? What are you on about? Oh, oh my God! Oh hell no! Take my foot through. Okay, hang on. You get flipping Hitler off my screen. God. Yeah, I see that. Okay. Videos.
July 1st, 2018.
We watched this yesterday. Should we do the 7 levels video? We'll do. Boys, what 7 levels video? 7 levels of worst deaths ever. 8 hours ago. OG Vine compilation, okay. We'll do this one after. So can someone get Harry? Harry likes the reactions. So does Ewan. Oh no, Harry's got. Okay, Harry's already here. He's just not talking because he's on TV. Okay. Never mind. Harry, don't mind what I messaged you. What video do you want, boys? Vine, I'll do it. Oh, no, I'll just search it up, damn it.
These days, work moves fast. That's
I'm not gonna lie,
where
that sound is
comes in.
pretty dead.
With an
I
AI
can't.
chat that
How am I supposed to react to this?
What if my nose was? Wow, I'm Squidward.
Hi, I'm Renata Bliss, and I'm your freestyle dance teacher.
That was like me at the disco with Kada's nan. Tal, have you seen the video of me dancing with Kada's nan? Bro, who's Renata Bliss?
Road work ahead? Yeah, I sure hope it does.
Hey, bro, can I get a sip of that water? It's not water. Vodka. I like your style. It's vinegar. What? It's vinegar. Pussy.
John, I want a divorce.
Divorce.
It's not funny, John, and you know it's been coming for a long time. Why do you always laugh when I'm upset? I'm absolutely serious.
Oh my god! I still haven't found my berries, but I found these.
Let's face it, we're stranded. Look! Blueberries!
Oh my god! Where's my berries?
You're all going to hell. Goodbye.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a bit dead, bro. Which the 7 levels of death thing? Did I add it to my playlist or not? No. No, just because it's like hard to react to, and half the stuff isn't actually funny. Like this was better.
Level 1, sudden. We begin at the first level.
7 levels of worst deaths ever.
These
Come
are
on.
the deaths that offer one small mercy: speed. The NASCAR
I'd agree with this.
legend.
Level 1 is definitely sudden because if you don't feel it, then I'd say it's probably a good way to go out.
On February 18th, 2001.
Okay, so they're not including like just dive natural cause, which kind of makes sense. Because that would be level 1 if that was a thing. Or I guess that would just be level 0. It's
The
not really a
Daytona
level.
500 was coming to its final lap. The race was the biggest event in NASCAR, and the man in the black number 3 Chevrolet was its most famous driver. The legendary racer was known as the Intimidator for his aggressive style. Fans expected him to finish strong, as he had so many times before.
Yeah, we would not be watching 1977 South Africa on stream. That would get me banned in a heartbeat, bro.
As the pack of cars rushed toward the final turn, his Chevrolet made contact with another vehicle. He lost control and slammed head-on into the concrete wall at nearly 155 miles per hour. The impact was sudden and violent. At first, it did not look like a fatal crash. The car wasn't torn apart, and there was no fire. From the stands, many thought he would climb out as he had so many times before. But inside the cockpit, the situation was very different. The collision caused what doctors later called a basal skull fracture, a break at the base of the skull where it connects to the spine. It is one of the most severe injuries in racing. Medical experts explain.
Do they not have like in F1 they have that neck brace because of the G-force? It like stops the neck moving because if they turned it out that, the neck would just snap. Did they not have it on there? Bro, I don't want to giggle it. I don't know what's going to come up.
That the injury is not always instantly fatal. For a few seconds, the driver...
Yeah, NASCAR is very irrelevant. It's
can
quite a
remain
boring
conscious,
thing.
feeling intense pain.
The only relevancy that NASCAR has is well, I don't know. Is Cars the movie NASCAR? What sport would they say that is? Yeah, okay, so it is NASCAR. I thought so. Yeah, the only relevancy that it has is Cars.
Confusion and a sudden struggle to breathe before the body shuts down. That is what happened to him. Rescuers reached his car within moments, but he was unresponsive. He was rushed to Halifax Medical Center, where doctors tried to revive him. At 5:16 in the afternoon, the legendary NASCAR driver was pronounced gone. Millions of fans...
Is that legendary that he can't even name drop him?
Fans were left in disbelief, unable to accept that a driver who had seemed untouchable on the track was no longer alive. His crash led directly to sweeping safety changes in NASCAR, including...
Okay, so this is like the bit morbid for a stream. No, not really. What was I gonna say? This is kind of the equivalent of Senna, I guess. Oh wait, That's the thing that I was on about. This neck brace that they got on the board by here. This is exactly what I was on about for the F1. So I'm guessing at the time the crash happened, they didn't have it, and then they brought it in after. So, yeah, this crash me. Yeah, do you reckon that was for all motorsports or just for the NASCAR element of it? Because if other motorsports had it already, then this death was so avoidable, bro.
Including the mandatory use of the Hans device.
Like Bianchi in the Halo, yeah. That was like the real thing. They started designing the Halo after Senna's crash, I think, but then they really just pushed it after Bianchi died. They were just like did finishing touches and were like, yeah, okay. Because they weren't deaf for a while between Senna and Bianchi were, yeah. Well, I don't think it's that ugly actually. I think it's pretty slick. I mean, the old cars definitely look better. Yeah, that could put them off, to be honest. Because from a fan point of view, you want the cars to look nice, but then from like a driver point of view, and any kind of sane person, you don't want them to die, do you? So, you know what I mean?
To prevent head and neck injuries, redesigned car structures, and safer walls at tracks. At level 1, death came within seconds. Brief consciousness, then nothing. But what happens when those seconds stretch into hours? Level 2, trapped and aware. The medical student.
Oh, no. No, this is most definitely higher than level 2. This is like, you know when you go like caving, obviously I don't go caving, but like the people who go caving, they get stuck and they die. From like starvation and stuff. Or like, it wouldn't be from starvation, it would be from dehydration. Very close to closed cock. Yeah, and then that would have sort of ruined the sort of open element of F1, so I understand why they couldn't really do that. By closed cockpit, do you mean with the windscreen, or do you mean like fully closed? Though I didn't like the design of the windscreen. I know Jacob liked it, I didn't really like it. But yeah, level 2. Yeah, like yeah, wait, what does an IndyCar look like? They're rapid as well, IndyCars. Right. Oh, the windscreen. Yeah, I got you.
On November
Anyways,
20...
yeah, no, I think this should be higher than level 2. I mean, it depends what the other levels are, but okay, burning alive. Okay, yeah.
For 2009,
yeah, okay, this
could
be classed as level 2, I suppose.
Nutty Putty Cave in Utah with his brother and several friends. He was an experienced caver with a
I think I've heard of this. No, none of it will be told. It's animation.
Wife and young daughter. The cave system was known for its tight passages, but
yeah, that's what I was thinking. But then I just looked at the other the bookmarks of the video, and I'd say this is probably a fair place to be.
But he had navigated challenging spaces before. Around 8 in the evening, he...
I mean, you can reorder it. Just reorder it in chat after the video's done. Just to give your own insight on it.
Crawled headfirst into a narrow passage he thought would lead to a popular section called the Birth...
Can I just say, like, I don't understand how this is someone's element of fun. Like, this is horrible to me, and I know people are different, but what makes going into a tight cave that you might not ever get out of fun? That's just horrible. It's just stupid, honestly. Like, even if you're with people, there was an incident, I don't know where it was or when it was, but someone got stuck when he was with a group, and they were trying to push him through the hole so that he could keep on going rather than just pulling him back. He was like the second person that went or something. He was really stupid.
Canal. Instead, he entered an unmapped tunnel that angled sharply downward. The passage was 18 inches wide and 10 inches tall. As he pushed forward, the tunnel narrowed further. When he tried to back out, he couldn't. His arms were pinned at his sides. He was stuck.
See, this is what I mean. Can you imagine the feeling of knowing like you're like, oh shit, I'm cooked? Like, you get that feeling in life as well, but not this severe, because you're like, oh no, I'm dead. You know? Where are the other people whilst he's doing this, though? Because at least then you'd have a bit of hope, but like, if you're on your own and this happens to you, you're like, yeah, I'm dead.
150 feet underground, suspended upside down at a 70-degree angle. Rescuers arrived.
All the blood would rush to his head as well now.
arrived within hours. They could hear him speaking. He was conscious, alert, and able to communicate. The problem was his position. Hanging inverted, gravity pulled blood into his head while his heart worked against itself to pump. His legs were above him. Every breath became more difficult as fluid accumulated in his lungs. Rescue teams worked
Yeah, didn't they just leave him there?
through the night, drilling anchor points and threading rope systems to try pulling him free. At one point, they managed to move him a few inches upward. Then a pulley system failed. He slipped back down into the crevice, deeper than before. For 28 hours, he remained trapped. He spoke with rescuers about his family. He asked them to tell his wife he loved her. He knew what was happening to his body. His heart couldn't sustain the inverted position. On November 25th, just before midnight, the 26-year-old medical student went into cardiac arrest. Rescuers were still working around him, but there was nothing more they could do. The cave was too narrow to retrieve his body. Nutty Putty Cave was sealed with concrete shortly after, becoming his permanent tomb. He had nearly a full day to understand his situation, to speak with people trying to save him, and to know that—
That's horrible, man. Just knowing that you're gonna die. Like, after a bit, yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, they probably could have done a better job than that. You don't know, though, because you weren't there, so you don't really know. I want to have a look at it. What did it actually look like? Okay, so it's like 2009. That is such an awful place to get stuck in. But did he not have, like... If he had a headlight on, could he not see that there was a dead end there? Like, what is the fun in this? Like, actually, what is the fun in that?
death was approaching, but at least fire was—
You know, if you play like football or something and you score a goal, and then there's your like dopamine. Is your dopamine in this like moving an inch forward? Or like knowing that you're not going to die? It's the adrenaline, I guess, but pretty stupid way to get it.
Wasn't involved. Level 3, burning alive.
This is what I was talking about, Tal. I'd say burning alive is probably worse.
The young slave woman. In the year 177, during the reign of Marcus Aurelius, Christians in the Roman
Yo, it goes so far back with this. There's going to be like a lynching.
city of Lyon were arrested and brought to trial. Among them was a young slave woman. She was not a leader, not a teacher, simply a believer. Roman authorities demanded she renounce her faith. She refused. What followed was documented by witnesses and recorded in early church histories. She was taken to the amphitheater, where public executions served as entertainment. The crowd gathered, expecting a quick spectacle. They did not get one. Finally, the Romans brought out a brazen bull, a bronze statue shaped like a bull with a hollow interior. A fire was lit beneath it. She was placed inside. As the metal heated, it conducted—
She was placed inside the bowl?
Public executions served as entertainment. The crowd gathered, expecting a quick spectacle. They did not get one. Finally, the Romans brought out a brazen bull, a bronze statue shaped like a bull with—
Oh! It's a statue. That is very good knowledge from you, Tal. Bro, molten metal. How hot is that? $3,000 degrees. Would you not die instantly though?
with a hollow
You just
interior.
die straight away.
A fire
Yeah?
was lit beneath it. She was placed inside. As the metal heated, it conducted temperature directly into the chamber. The bronze glowed red. The air inside became superheated.
Depends on
Her
funny.
skin blistered, then blackened. The heat consumed oxygen, making every breath an act of will. For hours, the torture continued. The crowd eventually grew silent.
Okay. So this isn't what I thought it was going to be. I thought she was actually going to be on fire. So now I'm thinking, would you rather this or the cave incident? That is what I'm thinking. She was literally put in the slow cooker. That's horrible. But this or nutty pie? Or Jen air fryer, literally. She was air fried. came out with like batter on her. Wait, what would you prefer, boys? Would you prefer the first one or no, the trapped one or this one? Like this or this?
The torture continued. The crowd eventually grew silent.
The molten bolt, yeah, it is quicker. It's quicker, but it's also going to be a lot more painful.
What had begun as entertainment became something else entirely. Even the Roman guards, men who had witnessed countless executions, reported.
That's true. These people got scammed. The people who went to watch it fully got scammed. Boy.
Being disturbed by how long she remained aware.
Yeah, the second one's slower. I said it took 28 hours. And that was after they came.
When she finally stopped moving, the Romans removed what remained. The young slave woman had endured one of the longest.
If you think about it, they didn't know how long the cave was down there. Unless they asked him. But surely his concept of time would be terrible. When he's poured upside down.
Recorded public executions in Roman history. She had been whipped, burned, gored, and roasted, remaining conscious through methods designed to inflict maximum suffering. Fire destroys from the outside in. But what if something consumed you piece by piece while you watched it happen? Level 4, devoured alive. The bear enthusiast.
Ooh.
For 13 consecutive summers, a wildlife enthusiast lived among grizzly bears in Alaska's Katmai National Park. He filmed them.
Okay, get burnt or get ripped to shreds. Flip it out. Level 7. We'll see what level 7 is. I'm not gonna ruin it.
Spoke to them and believed he had formed a unique bond with the animals. By October 2003, he had spent over 35,000 hours in bear territory. That month, he and his girlfriend were camped near Kaflia Bay. The salmon run had ended. Most bears had moved inland to den for winter. The bears that remained were desperate, starving, and unpredictable. On October 5th, around 5 in the afternoon, a large male grizzly entered their campsite. What happened next was
I thought they were put off by fire. Oh no, it's not. The fire attracts bears. That's insane, actually.
Captured on audio. His video camera was recording, but the lens cap remained on. For 6 minutes, the tape rolled.
Oh my god, you could like hear him screaming. Because he would be screaming. He gets devoured. If that thing wasn't in the way, there would be a full video of a guy just being ripped up.
Documenting only sound. His screams filled the recording.
Yeah.
He yelled for his girlfriend to run, to get away, to save herself. But she didn't run. She grabbed a frying pan and tried to fight the bear.
Oh, hell no. What is she doing? Bro. What do you mean she tried to flip it? Why did she try to hit the bear? What an idiot. He's just asking to die. I guess if you love them, you wouldn't be able to just watch them get devoured. Yeah, 25 grams of protein. Yeah, my camera don't really focus. I'm gonna get a new one. But 25 grams of protein, Aldi cowbell is chocolate. Very nice. Oh, they're £1.15, which is really good. I stock up on them and put them on my fridge. Yeah, you're good, bro. Tower, you gonna start coming gym? I think that'd be really fun actually to watch the progression. Anyways,
the audio.
What an idiot!
Reveals the reality of a grizzly attack. It is not quick. The bear did not.
Completely forgot to put the screen on. Sorry, lads. Cost too much. All right, buddy.
Strike once and leave. He remained conscious as the animal fed on him. His screams continued, becoming.
Oh, it's like the bear was purposefully just making him endure all the pain. Couldn't just like rip into his neck straight away.
Weaker, more desperate until.
Where do you think it started? Where would you start if you're a bear? Where would you start eating a person?
Finally Finally, they stopped. Then the bear turned its attention to his girlfriend. Her screams began where his ended. When park rangers arrived the next day, they found both.
Arguably, being the park ranger in this situation is worse. Yes or no? Maybe not worse, but they had to live, and that is scarring as.
Bodies partially consumed. His head, right arm, and part of his torso were later recovered from the bear's stomach. The autopsy.
Yo, how did they find the bear? Yeah, their bodies are definitely traumatizing. There's people who, like, they see them that often that they have, they don't feel it anymore. It doesn't make a difference to them, and they just become insensitive to everything.
He confirmed both victims were alive during the initial attack. Bite marks on defensive wounds showed they had tried to protect themselves. The bear had not attacked out of predatory instinct in the traditional sense. It consumed him slowly, methodically, as he remained aware.
Yeah, the bear literally just did it for the love of the game, bro.
His girlfriend was forced to hear every moment before experiencing the same fate. The entire event, from first...
No, she was not. She was not forced. She was not forced whatsoever. Bro, she could have run away. How fast can bears run? Oh, why has it gone to AI? Don't mind the typo, boys. Oh my god, pal, that is horrid. Okay, wait. Oh, wait, yeah, nah. Even if she ran, she'd be cooked. Speeds of 35 to 40 in short sprints. Which would mean... And they can go 25 miles an hour for 2 hours, bro. That's like a car. That is insane. And they're heavy. Their stamina is insane.
Screamed of final silence lasted approximately 6 minutes.
But no, she was not forced to sit there. She could have tried to run.
6
She literally stood there and was like, yo, eat me next.
minutes of being eaten alive while conscious. Park rangers located and sent the responsible bear to the Shadow Realm.
How? How would they know? Just shoot all the bears in the woods and be like, yo, this one's got a head in it. Or this one's got flesh in it. How would they know? Yeah, no, I know. Bro, this was uploaded 8 hours ago and they're talking about a Shadow Realm.
Inside its digestive system, they found human remains still being processed.
Yeah, this guy got decapitated now.
Previous deaths, however brutal, had moments of chaos. The next level is methodical, mechanical, and utterly impossible to escape.
It's going to be...
5, crushed slowly. The 80-year-old farmer. In 1692...
No, he's 80 years old. No, man.
During the Salem witch trials, an 80-year-old farmer was accused of witchcraft. When brought before the court, he...
I thought, yeah, I know. How do they even have, like, a recollection of this 400 years ago? Yeah, literally hydraulic press. Why? I thought only women could be witches. I thought that was their thing. Oh, witchcraft, I suppose. Yeah, okay.
He refused to enter a plea. Without a plea of...
Yeah, people wrote it down, but they could write anything down. This is not... This might just be completely made up. There's, like, no proof of this.
Guilty or innocent, the trial could not proceed. Under English law, there was a solution for this problem.
Yeah, of course it's in London. This is definitely in London. 100%. Or Birmingham. Probably Birmingham.
It was called Pain Fort Adur. On September 19th, he was taken to an open field beside the Salem jail. He was stripped naked and forced to lie on the ground. A wooden board was placed across his chest.
Nah, trust. It wouldn't be in Manchester, bro. Trust me. We'd not be in Manchester. There's no the only witchcraft in Manchester is Bruno Fernandez's through balls, bro.
Then the pressing began. The process was designed to be gradual. Small rocks were added to the board.
This is a strange way to do it because if you had a plank put on you, would you not just like throw it away? It's not shy at pen, shut up.
One at a time.
Swear down, you haven't won a game in like 5. What was I saying? Would you not just push the plank off? Try fight?
The weight increased slowly, giving him multiple opportunities to enter a plea and stop the ordeal. He refused. More rocks were added. His chest began to compress. Breathing became difficult as the weight pressed down on his ribcage. The first day ended with significant weight.
The first day? Bro, this took days. This literally took days. Isn't he 8 years old? Surely he hasn't got the energy to keep that going.
On his chest, but he remained alive. He spent the night pinned beneath the board, unable to move, each breath a struggle.
Yeah, when everyone's gone. Yeah, I mean, it depends how heavy it was there.
Next morning, the pressing resumed. More rocks were placed. His ribs began to crack under the pressure. The sound was audible to those standing nearby.
Oh my god, it's like an ASMR video of his ribs cracking.
Still, he would not speak except to say 2 words: more weight. On the 3rd day, September.
Oh no, actually, I was gonna say, yo, what? But I understand now that he would just want to die. Yeah, if he had like a 405 bench, he'd just throw it off in front of him. Then bro, he would definitely be accused of witchcraft then. Yeah, no, surely they would stop killing him, because if he was a witch, he would just like magically teleport.
21st, the board held enough rocks that his chest was nearly flat against his spine. His ribs had broken in multiple places. His internal organs were being crushed. The pain was described by witnesses as beyond comprehension. Every breath required...
The pain was described by witnesses. Yeah, I don't think they felt the pain, so...
forcing air into lungs that had no room to expand. And still, he remained conscious.
Oh yeah, he would be like mad hyperventilating.
According to accounts from that day, his tongue was pressed out of his mouth by the pressure. The sheriff pushed it back in
Yeah, he's a witch, innit?
with his cane. His final words, spoken with a crushed chest and broken ribs, were the same as before: more weight. Shortly after, the 80-year-old farmer was sent to the Shadow Realm. He had endured 7...
Why does he keep saying Shadow Realm? This is someone dying and he's like, he got sent to the Shadow Realm. No. He died.
72 hours of incremental crushing. His death was slow, calculated, and measured in the careful addition of stones over 3...
Do you think it was measured though, or they just find a rock? Find a rock, be like, yep, chuck it up. No. They were definitely not weighing each rock and being like, yeah, okay, so we're going to add 2 kilograms now. Bro, they'd just chuck on a rock.
Full days. He could see his executioners, breathe air, and speak his defiance. The next level removes all of that, trapped in darkness, underground, completely alone. Level 6, buried alive.
You know what this is similar to, though? This is similar to being trapped. Shadow Realm being in the Bible. Wait, what? I'm confused.
Young mother. In 1891, a young mother lived in Pikeville, Kentucky. She fell ill with a mysterious sickness that swept through the region. Doctors at the time believed it was related to the tsetse fly. Though the exact diagnosis remained unclear, her symptoms progressed rapidly. Within days, she fell into a deep coma. Her breathing became so shallow it was nearly undetectable. Her pulse weakened to the point where physicians could not find it. On a warm afternoon in early May, she was declared gone. Her body was prepared for burial and
Yo, you edited the Biggie Riz video. How? Oh wait, what's it? Oh, it's a synonym for heaven. Surely that wouldn't be a synonym for heaven, that would be more like a synonym for hell. Because you think of it like heaven being bright. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, devoured is definitely worse. Well, I don't know.
placed in a wooden coffin. She was interred in a local
At least devoured is quick though.
cemetery within 24 hours, as was customary in that era before modern embalming. The coffin was lowered into the ground and covered with soil. Several weeks later, another person in Pikeville fell into a similar coma. This time, the patient woke up.
Oh, they were in comas and they started burying them because they thought they were dead. These are all really like old accounts, if you haven't noticed.
Then another case occurred, and another. The mysterious illness was not fatal. It induced a death-like state that could last for days, but victims eventually regained consciousness. The realization spread through the town like wildfire. If these people had woken up, then perhaps others had as well. Others who had already been buried. Her husband ordered her coffin exhumed immediately. When workers opened the grave and pried the lid from the coffin,
Yeah, she's alive.
they found her body face down. Her fingernails were torn completely off. The interior of the coffin lid was scratched and
Okay, she wasn't alive, but she tried to get out and then died.
splintered, with deep gouges carved into the wood. The silk lining had been shredded into strips. Her hands were bloody, her face frozen in an expression witnesses described as absolute terror. The evidence was unmistakable. She had woken up underground, alone, in complete darkness.
That would be so confusing as well. How long do you think it would take you to, like, realize that you've been buried?
realized where she was. She had clawed at the coffin lid with enough force to destroy her fingernails and tear through fabric and wood. She had screamed, though no one could hear. She had fought until her oxygen ran out. The struggle had lasted hours, possibly longer, before she finally suffocated in the pitch-black silence of her own grave. Every level so far has ended.
How long do you think this took? $26.67. Oh, hell no. 5 to 6 hours. But then they'd panic, wouldn't they? So it'd be like probably about 4 hours. Could be as short as an hour. I mean, yeah, no, I know, bro. The search history. Can I just say, if this took 6 hours maximum of being buried alive, then surely the one on level 2 of being upside down in a cave for 28 hours and then you die is worse. No? Anyone agree with me there? I feel like that would be way worse.
Ended with the person being sent to the Shadow Realm. The final level removes even that mercy. Level 7, the absolute worst. The nuclear plant worker. On September...
Yep, I know about this. It's Chernobyl power plant station. Chernobyl power plant. And I know about it because my dad works in a factory.
September 30th, 1999, a 35-year-old worker was on duty at a nuclear fuel processing plant in Tokaimura, Japan. A criticality accident occurred when uranium reached critical mass.
Is it this one? Oh no. Oh, Chernobyl. Okay, never mind. Chernobyl was 1986. What am I on about?
He was standing directly next to the reaction. He absorbed 17 sieverts of radiation. For context, 10 sieverts is considered universally fatal. The radiation destroyed his DNA instantly. His chromosomes were photographed under microscopes and appeared completely shattered. At the
Would all of his hair just like fall off straight away?
cellular level, his body lost the ability to repair or replicate itself. He was brought to the University of Tokyo Hospital, where doctors understood immediately that he would not survive. But they kept him alive anyway.
No. Yeah, but the radiation takes off your hair. It kills all your cells, so would you not just drop dead and go bald straight away?
In the first week, his skin began to fall off in sheets. It would regenerate.
Wait, he was alive?
Anyway. In the first week, his skin began to fall off in sheets. It would regenerate, but improperly, then fall off again. The cycle repeated continuously. His intestinal lining, which regenerates every few days in a healthy person, could
so they started like experimenting on him.
not repair itself. It shed constantly, making it impossible for his body to absorb nutrients or water. He was fed intravenously, but his veins began to collapse. By week 2, his immune system had completely failed. Infections covered his body. His lungs began to fill with fluid. He required a ventilator to breathe. Open wounds appeared.
Is he conscious in this though? Because if he's not conscious in this, then I would say that this isn't the worst way.
Appeared across his skin where tissue.
Oh, he feels it. Yeah, okay. In that case, then yeah, I'd say that probably is.
Simply stopped holding together. He remained conscious through most of this.
If I just kept going for another 2 seconds. But yeah, I mean, if you're unconscious, then it's fine. But because you're conscious, you feel everything. That's awful.
Records show he communicated with staff, asking repeatedly for the suffering to end.
Yeah, that's horrible as well from their behalf, because they're just keeping him alive for an experiment, and he's going through all of this pain. That would never happen. Well, I don't know. These days, I feel like they'd keep him alive just because they kind of have to.
Said, "I can't take it anymore." Doctors resuscitated him 3 times when his heart stopped. Each time, they brought him.
They tried to bring him back. They did bring him back. He died 3 times. Many prison sentences for letting him die or for keeping him alive.
Documented his deterioration
And experimenting.
though the images remain classified. Staff members who treated him reported psychological trauma. Several left.
Yeah, psychological trauma, but they didn't have to do it. Experimenting. Yeah, I agree with you. That's what I thought.
The medical field entirely.
Like, I feel like the experiment is keeping him alive, so.
For 83 days, the 35-year-old worker existed in a state where his body was simultaneously alive.
Wait, how long?
3 days reported psychological trauma. Several left the medical field entirely. For 83 days, the
83 days. That's nearly 3 months of excruciating pain. Yeah, exceptions would definitely be made in this instance. I feel like it's not assisted dying. It's not assisted dying because if it was natural, then he would die anyway. They're not like, he's not in a natural state to the point where he's dying. He would die without all of this. And I think you can ask them to stop, but I don't know.
35-year-old worker
Like, I think you can just say, let me die.
existed in a state where his body was simultaneously alive and decomposing. Every form of
I just want to say, I'm enjoying this stream a lot more than yesterday's. Yesterday was good, but I don't know. Tell you're active, it's enjoyable.
from previous levels was present. Burning sensations from nerve damage, crushing pressure from fluid buildup, suffocation from lung failure, the feeling of being consumed as his body digested itself, and complete awareness throughout nearly all of it. On December 21st, 1999, after 2,000 hours of continuous cellular destruction, his body finally stopped functioning. His heart gave out for the final time, and doctors did not revive him again.
I bet they tried. I 100% bet you they tried to bring him back. Maybe they didn't, but they definitely tried to.
Want to see more videos like this, click the video on screen.
That was a good
now.
video.
Be sure to subscribe.
That was a very good video, actually. I'm bringing up my stream manager again. Yeah, I really enjoyed that video. So it's not too morbid, I'm telling you. As I get them. So the comments are saying, yeah, I mean, Nutty Put Cave happens a lot. Yeah. Being buried alive, yeah. I'm very happy to be born, like, now. I would not want to be born in the days where they'd accuse people of witchcraft. That'd be horrible. Anyways, that was a good video. Let's go for a next one. We'll do another 7 levels video, I think. Oh yeah, West F1, okay.
From Hamilton's devastating crash to Verstappen's dramatic... From Hamilton...
This wasn't that bad of a crash.
Devastating crash to Verstappen's dramatic incident, which even destroyed a F1 driver's career. These...
Oh yeah, oh honestly I didn't even realise. Yeah, I changed camera. Whoops.
Are the terrible crash...
Okay, let's start again. Start again. Okay, most brutal crashes in F1 history, let's go.
Hamilton's devastating crash to Verstappen's dramatic incident, which even destroyed a F1 driver's career. These are the terrible crashes that changed F1 forever.
Together. And absolutely smeared. Championship protagonists have taken each other.
And we gotta start with Fernando Alonso.
Yeah, Australia, very, very bad one. Very bad one.
In 2016, Alonso crashed badly as he went flying against...
That is such a flippin'... What a description. In 2016, Alonso crashed badly.
In 2016, Alonso crashed badly as he went flying against a wall in the Australian Grand Prix.
Yeah, no, I actually respect him for that so much. He didn't want his mum to worry, so he got out straight away. That is brilliant. Fair play.
He went flipping through the air before coming to rest upside down at 200 miles per hour. Luckily, he wasn't seriously injured and was capable of escaping his McLaren. But trust me, guys, that's nothing. Because what
Hello, Mum. I'm doing a stream. No, it's okay. What do you want? Yeah, well. Love you. Bye-bye.
His father, Jos Verstappen, suffered from was one of the most infamous fire incidents in F1 history.
Is this the pit lane one? Where his car just like bursts on fire?
At the 1994 Hockenheim race, Jos came to the pits after 15 laps, hoping for a regular pit stop, but instead, he experienced the shock of his life. Fuel got sprayed out of the fueling hose and ignited his hot car. This became a huge disaster, as Verstappen in his car and his surroundings caught fire. Everything went up in flames, and it was suddenly dark and black, and I couldn't breathe. And despite this disaster,
that was karma. It was karma for what he was doing to Max.
Pit stop refueling still remained in F1 till 2010, but eventually, after several more incidents,
that's why they got rid of refueling. That makes sense. Yeah, I know Max wasn't born. I know.
Due to refueling, it got banned for good. But even though Jos survived his fiery crash,
yeah, pretty karma. Yo, he looks so much like Max in that. Tell me he doesn't look like Max in that.
Another driver couldn't, which not only made headlines, but also became one of the worst moments in F1's history. In 1994, the crash at the San Marino GP changed F1 forever. Roland Ratzenberger, an Austrian
This is a really bad crash. This one's worse than the Senna one.
Driver who had competed in just 3 F1 races, crashed his car into a wall at 195.7 miles per hour during qualifying, resulting in his loss.
Yeah, he did die in this one, yeah.
But unfortunately, that wasn't all. Ayrton Senna, one of the best F1 drivers in history, crashed and passed away the next day due to one of the most horrifying crashes in F1.
I think Ratzenberger died straight away though, so that would probably be more preferable to Senna than who is still alive.
On history. There are even rumours that the Brazilian was considering not competing in the Grand Prix because he was so devastated by Ratzenberger's passing.
Yeah, Rubens Barrichello.
Sadly, Senna made the decision to race, and on lap 7, he lost control of his vehicle and hit an exposed concrete barrier.
Well, this guy's just not right though, is he? He didn't lose control of... Well, he did, but it wasn't his fault. He's making it sound like it's Ayrton's fault when it wasn't. The steering column snapped. And apparently that went through his brain as well.
At a speed of about 192 miles per hour. This incident created a great deal of changes in F1, with more emphasis being placed on the safety.
That photo is horrid.
Created a great deal of changes in F1.
That photo is horrible.
With more emphasis being placed on the safety of F1 drivers. To minimize dangerous detachments in crashes, testing methods for tyre barriers were made mandatory. Barriers were secured by rubber belts, and wheel tethers were adopted. But while these terrible crashes changed F1, some crashes also crushed one F1 driver's reputation. And we all know which Russian driver I'm talking about.
Mazepin never had a brutal crash. All his crashes were just stupid skill issues. He was so bad.
Nikita Mazepin's rookie season made some big headlines, but not for any good reasons.
No, it's Mazepin.
He was a laughingstock. Even before his career got started, he was already being judged. And when he crashed in the first race of the year, obviously it didn't.
Rather than Lance Stroll, this is proper daddy's money. This is no skill daddy's money. Lance is, at least he's okay. He's not great, but he's very overhated. He's, to a degree, he's underrated. Like, in the rain, he's actually pretty good.
Help him. But seriously, guys, crash in the first race? I mean, come on. Even Sergio Perez repeatedly called him an idiot at the Portuguese Grand Prix.
Perez called him a flipping idiot, and then 2024 came round and he forgot how to drive as well.
Also, his relationship with ex-teammate Mick Schumacher also deteriorated.
Mick was very mistreated at Haas. Yeah, it was to do with the actual... yeah, I don't know. They wouldn't let any Russians compete in sports, would they? It was a way to stop funding into Russia, to try and stop the war, but it didn't really work. But you know.
And to the point where Mickey
Yeah, that's what I thought with your alkali.
even declared that he wanted to finish him. Oh boy, that got serious. But while this Haas driver's crashes were simply ridiculous, another Haas driver was also involved in a crash, which not only changed his life, but also changed F1 forever. During
Yeah, okay, so this is Roman Grosjean fireball crash.
the opening lap of the
This is a brutal crash.
2018 Bahrain Grand Prix, Roman Grosjean was involved in a terrifying crash. He reached a peak force of 67 Gs when he crashed
6-7. Shut up. I'm sorry.
into a metal barrier at 119 miles per hour. This
If he died, I wouldn't have done that, but he didn't. Yeah, I was watching live. Didn't you hear me talk about it in my English presentation? I was like, I and many others thought he would never get out or something like that. That was a good presentation.
split his car into half and caused an explosion. Grosjean
I'm mesmerized how he survived this. 7 months. Was it really?
was trapped in the cockpit for 27 seconds before he managed to escape through the raging fire. But later, he revealed that the main reason he's alive is because of the halo, which definitely has become a huge part of F1 safety. But
Yeah, otherwise his car would have literally just crushed. And he would have been in it with just like...
despite the safety precautions, some crashes were simply unavoidable, especially when it looked like a driver would do...
Do I think the halo... No. Because apparently the steering column came through his helmet. Okay, never mind. Oh, it would have deflected the suspension part. Okay, yeah. Oh no. The steering column, yeah. So the steering column I feel like would have killed him anyway. Yeah, no, I think Senna would have died still.
anything to harm their
That's sort of that's a difficult one to survive.
teammates' chances of winning. And we're of course talking about Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg. Despite winning both Constructors and Drivers' Championships, things got personal for the Mercedes drivers,
Do you think it would have saved him, Tom?
especially at the height of it, when the pair took out each other on the opening lap.
This isn't a brutal crash. No, wait, did it say that? Oh yeah. No, it would have prevented the specific impact that killed him. But no, but the actual steering column came through his helmet. Look, wait. Oh my god. It's not.
But the Spanish Grand Prix, the crash was so bad that it not only fractured their already tense relationship, but also had Mercedes threaten
The crash wasn't that bad. In terms of brutality, this was not that bad of a crash.
to sack both drivers. But what's interesting is the pair were actually childhood friends, and even after that, their friendship suffered and got ruined to the point where Lewis even told Mercedes that he didn't want to race for them again. Niki Lauda also stressed that both drivers pushed each other to the limit, hence the crash.
Whose fault do you think this was? I think it was both of their fault, but I lean towards Rosberg more than Hamilton.
But turns out, this crash was nothing compared to the crash that Niki experienced.
Why include it in your video then?
During his racing days, which was so devastating that it forced F1 to make changes. It was 1976, German Grand Prix. Bad weather and track coverage meant that parts of the Nürburgring circuit were wet. Now, what's interesting is, even though Lauda was the fastest driver on the circuit, he still expressed his displeasure with the track and asked his fellow drivers to abandon the race. But
it's always stuff like this. I mean, yeah. But I also think that Rosberg moved late. It is a racing incident, though. With this one, it's the same as the Senna thing. They always say that they don't want to race, and then they end up racing and they die. Or not die, but they get into a massive accident.
unfortunately, he was out.
Die in the case of Senna, but obviously Nicky survived, luckily.
Voted, and as such, the race went ahead. And
It's still like a life-changing thing. That when they had to suck all of like the bad stuff out of his lungs, that would have been painful as.
Sadly, at the notoriously dangerous Bergwerk corner, he lost control of his Ferrari, veered off the track, collided with a wall, and his car.
I don't think I'd ever actually seen that video before. His lungs from the fire got a ton of stuff in it, and they had to. Have you ever watched Rush Hour? The lung vacuum. Wait, let me just check if this is TOS. There's not really anything on it, but okay, wait. Yeah, Rush, yeah, that's it. This. They had this vacuum by here, and he tells them what to do. They had this vacuum that went through his mouth into his lungs, and they had to vacuum out all of the stuff that went in. Because there was debris, carbon, and plastic in his lung. Yeah, someone did get decapitated. Yeah, no, it's a really good film, I think.
Burst into flames. The Austrian driver suffered severe burns to his head, hands, and inhaled hot fumes that damaged his lungs. And after being taken to the hospital, he fell into a coma and was even given his last rites. But he survived, thank God. But
that mask is creepy as fuck.
While Niki Lauda's crash became a defining moment in his career, Nicholas Latifi's crashes were also pretty much defining, but not in the way he wanted.
There's no brutal crash. This is going to be like Latifi at flipping Abu Dhabi 21. That was not a brutal crash. He like tapped the wall.
In the fight.
Yeah, I know. From flipping Fireball Niki Lauda into Latifi. Niki Lauda to Nicholas Latifi, like.
Final laps of the 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. Latifi ruined it for Mercedes.
This isn't a brutal crash.
Hamilton saw his lead cut after Latifi crashed into the barriers. But as apologetic as Latifi was about the incident, he did little to change his Latifi status, as he also crashed behind a safety car at the Monaco Grand Prix. Behind a safety car.
How did you even lock up? Surely he had to lock up. Because there is no way he just hasn't steered around the corner.
I mean,
slowest corner in F1.
Come on, how does that even happen? Well, this is what Latifi said. The throttle didn't get stuck, but it was like the throttle got stuck.
Alright, your steering wheel didn't get stuck though.
It was very strange and surprising at the same time, and I was already going so slow there, I was just
Yeah, you have pretty bad crashes, bro. Those should be in this video. They are brutal. These are like tapping the wall. Look, we're on the most brutal crashes in F1 history. You want to see what he's pulled up?
As he also crashed behind a safety car at the
car's not even damaged.
Monaco Grand Prix. Behind a safety.
That is the most brutal crash in Formula 1 history, boys, by the way.
Safety car. I mean, come on. How does that even happen? Well, this is what Latifi said. The throttle didn't get stuck, but I was already going so slow there, I was just a passenger at that point. The car is driving forward, and I'm not on the gas, so I don't know what's happening here.
So turn the car. Just burn the car, man.
Well, now that's one way to put it. But remarkably, that wasn't all. During the Japanese Grand Prix practice session, he got lost and turned down.
Yeah, I'll try and show you now. Hang on. I don't want my thing to fall. It's a Corsair. I don't know what model, but it is pretty large. I was going to get a 60%, but I'm pretty chill with this at the minute, to be honest. I kind of like it. But, yeah.
A dead end.
It is
and
nice.
Instead of continuing down the track layout, he made a 180-degree turn and went the wrong way.
This guy's the IQ of a glass of water. Oh, yeah. Camera. My bad. This water's from last night's stream. Ugh. Tastes horrible. But I was thirsty. And I think I finished my... Yeah, I finished my protein shake. Yeah, no, I was looking at a Ducky 1T Mini, but I don't actually know what the price of one of those is. 60 quid. Not too bothered.
Obviously didn't go unnoticed, but instead of owning up, once again, he blamed the incident on the car being strange. Go Tiffy, go Tiffy.
The car's strange. The car just randomly pulled a U-in.
What a guy. But while Latifi's crashes luckily didn't cause any serious harm, unfortunately we can't say the same thing for Antoine Hubert, because as...
How is this guy stuffing Latifi tapping into the bloody hairpin at Monaco in between Nicky Lauda's fireball crash where he had to vacuum his lungs whilst conscious, feeling it all, and Antoine Hubert who died? I'm not gonna lie, I don't like this video. No one's talking about it.
As we all know, the crash he was involved.
The guy that got yeah, we've already done the guy in the F1. That was a mental crash. They've done that one already, you the fire one.
Involved in was simply devastating. In the Belgian Grand Prix, the F2 driver...
I remember what this happened, when this happened. And I got a notification of Sky Sports News, and there was a video attached to it. So, before they knew that he died, they put a video on to see the massive crash.
Was involved in a high-speed crash.
You haven't seen the F1 movie, bro? I liked it, but it's very unrealistic.
On the second lap, Hubert collided into a...
They're going to show the video here, I think.
...barrier near the high-speed Eau Rouge turn, and was then struck by another driver, Juan Manuel Correa.
Can you imagine how bad he feels?
Which caused Hubert's car to be completely destroyed. Antoine later succumbed to his injuries and thus couldn't survive. But sadly, that's not all, because Formula One racing icon Jackie Stewart also experienced a similar incident at the same corner. Stewart was left facing his...
Yeah, Eau Rouge is dangerous. Wait, this was Eau Rouge, isn't it?
End when he crashed his car at the Spa circuit, which left him hanging upside down with fuel trickling down his face. He was safely rescued from his...
Yeah, that is horrible for Correa. Oh yeah, Radlon, okay, yeah. Eau Rouge sections into Radlon there. Is it not? I think it does. After this video, I'm going to grab a new drink because that water's disgusting.
His automobile by 2 other drivers, and since then, he's led multiple campaigns to increase drivers' safety. But surprisingly, his initial thoughts were that seatbelts were unnecessary and uncomfortable. But since then, he's
unnecessary is crazy.
Changed his mind after these many new safety measures prevented from losing many drivers. When I was starting in the Formula One world, the tracks were hideously dangerous. There were no runoff areas, and it was just crazy. Ridiculous things like telegraph poles were up close and personal. But while Stewart already changed his views about seatbelts...
Please stay, Tal. I beg you. Because I'm watching like one more video after this. I'll react to like one more video after this, and then I'm going to end stream. Please stay.
Carlos Sainz's crash still forced the FIA to dig deeper regarding its seatbelt rule. During the second practice at the Monza circuit, Carlos
Where are you going, Ian?
Sainz crashed hard into the wall at the Ascari chicane. The impact was so heavy that Sainz was pushed pretty far forward towards his steering wheel, despite having his seatbelt on. F1 fans got extremely alarmed by this, but the FIA still noted that while Sainz's case was strange, it's normal for seatbelts to give a little impact, because doing so is far safer for the human body than when they are rigid. Even Michael Massey said, "I think the seatbelts are made to stretch."
Even Michael Massey, who is pretty well known to not be the smartest guy ever.
We will look at the seatbelt, as we do with any major incident or significant incident like this, and see what we can learn from it. But even though this crash created
No, Michael, no.
FIA ways to
That is so not right.
improve the sport, another crash created dispute among Red Bull's teammates, which even led to one of them leaving the racing team. At the 2018 Azerbaijan Grand Prix, both Red Bull drivers, Max Verstappen and Daniel Ricciardo, crashed into each other while
Bro, I was trying, okay?
battling on the long straight. Both of them seemed to move on
Ewan's the one that took German GCSE.
the braking. Verstappen defended too hard and Ricciardo attacked too aggressively, thereby resulting in a double DNF. After the race,
This isn't a brutal crash, though.
eventually made him leave the Milton Keynes-based team, similar to his former teammate. But still, this crash was nothing compared to what Guan Yu Zhou.
This is like this guy's tactic, you know. This is like he puts in like someone who doesn't have a brutal crash, and then he'll do a beat drop, and he'll be like, but that was nothing compared to this driver's that. Yeah, Zhou's was bad. This is a brutal crash.
And at the British Grand Prix, at the opening lap of the race, George Russell
I'm going there.
collided with the Alfa Romeo driver Guan Yu Zhou, which then sent the Chinese driver's car flying across the track, sliding on its halo before being sent over a concrete barrier and into
I had mad respect to George Russell for this one. He literally got out of his car and just ran after him to see if he was okay.
to the retaining wall. This crash was so severe, as Zhou was literally skidding while upside down for a considerable amount of time. But thankfully, Zhou was unharmed, owing it to the halo, and even confirmed on Twitter that the halo saved his life. The halo is just one of the numerous inventions that shows how much F1 has advanced in terms of safety and saved so many lives. But unfortunately, we can't say the same for Jules Bianchi, this young, talented driver who was the first person ever to be in the Ferrari Drivers Academy, had his dream dashed when he crashed his car into a 6,500 kilogram crane, which was clearing German
That should never have been there. That crane should never ever have been there.
driver Adrian Suttil's car. Suttil's car had spun out of control and crashed in the same spot the lap earlier, and as a result, his car was still being cleared by the crane when Bianchi lost control of his car on the same curve.
This is kind of the same thing for Sutil. Do you think he feels like, oh, if I didn't crash, then he wouldn't have died? Because if I was Sutil, I'd think that, like, obviously it wasn't Sutil's fault. It was the race director's fault. Should never have had a crane. No, not like Correa, because Correa literally hit him, but on another degree, on a lower level for this one. If he didn't crash, then Jules wouldn't have died.
And crashed into the crane at 78 miles per hour and ultimately lost his life.
Wait,
Crashed into the
78
crane
miles
at
an hour?
78 miles per hour
See, that's not even that fast for an F1 car, but that is still rapid.
and ultimately lost his life. This tragic incident forced the FIA to implement the 4-hour rule, which requires that races held during the day must take place no less than 4 hours before sundown, along with modifications to track drainage and how emergency vehicles handle collisions. But even if these drivers' crashes created some positive rule changes, sometimes F1 drivers simply force the FIA to make a rule change. But this time, it's just for their benefit. One F1 driver forced a rule change just to gain an unfair advantage in the race. Another driver forced it, which was so bizarre that it even changed F1's future forever. But who are these drivers? And what changes did they enforce? But more
Yeah, Tom
importantly,
Price. That's the
why?
one time.
I know you want to hear more about this, so just click
The last video, we will Have you ever look at the playlist that I made yesterday? There's pretty interesting stuff on that. It'll be a short one because I know you guys want to go to bed. What can we do? What do you want, boys? No 7 levels. Yeah, we could do a happier 7 levels. If I search it up, just see what comes up. 7 levels of humor. Sure.
And it's 17% African American.
Okay, let's go. 7 levels of humor.
I feel like Wakanda.
Are you all alright? No, you are all alright.
You know, they say that humor is subjective. So it's a good thing I'm the subject and I'm gonna tell you that shit was awful. I've
Hey, dude, I'll actually do one of those tomorrow, bro.
constructed 7 levels of humor in comedy, with 1 being the most primal and nonsensical humor. And 7 being intellectual jokes that deserve to be a higher level. Is this how you do a 7 levels? I don't know, but we're gonna go with it. Level 1. This is what I call the primal level. This is the most nonsensical level, and it also transcends language. You don't need a setup, a punchline, or even a wrinkle in your brain, smooth head ass nigga. An example of this would be laughing at somebody.
Yeah, I actually need that as a sticker. We have the thinking one, I need that as a sticker.
An example of this would be laughing at somebody falling over. Why do we laugh at this? Who knows? I ain't doing all that research. But there's
Ronaldo doing what?
really something about watching somebody's misfortune that just brings me joy. And I know I'm not the only one that's like this too. I remember watching America's Funniest Home Videos, you know that show? Deadass just compilations of people receiving fatal injuries. Nothing more to it. To prove why this is the lowest level, you could show, for example, the slowest
I don't think I have. You're gonna have to make it and send it to me, Tal.
person on Earth.
Where does the sun go when it get dark?
Okay, let me see this. Oh, hell no.
I don't have an answer for that.
You could show them a video of somebody slipping on ice and they're gonna crack up at that shit.
Yeah, that was literally me.
I don't have an answer for that.
You could show them a video of somebody slipping on ice and they're gonna crack up at that shit. And at this
That was literally me a couple days ago.
level, you find that most of the jokes happen on
My bad. My bad. Bro, I forget.
accident. And something about that just makes it even more funny. But then again, it's only really funny when you're not the victim. Story time. As a jit, I was playing soccer, right? It was a rainy day, and I got hit in the face by a ball that looks exactly like.
Oh, I was trying to pull it on the first.
Shit felt like a fully primed
Yo, I
charged
stabbed one of those
shotgun right
ones.
to my dome. I was suffering and niggas was looking at me like this. Evil world. But if I saw that, I know damn well I'm losing it. And at this level, you also find things like loud equals funny.
What is your opinion on loud equals funny? I'm honestly I sort of agree. I think if it's loud, it's funnier. But if it's loud and it's not funny, it's still not funny.
Which if you completely disagree with, you're just hating, you know, sometimes it is the case. But sometimes it's also just annoying.
Exactly, there you go.
A lot of people think I'm confident, but I'm actually just loud.
You know, not everybody needs to stand up, okay? Some people just need to stick to this first level.
Yeah, you're a good example of that.
This level is stupid, but it's kind of beautiful. It proves that joy is everywhere, even if it's in other people's misery.
Sorry, what? Jake, if you've walked into the last video, bro, I'm ending stream after this reaction video. You've walked in on 7 levels of humor, mate.
Level 2. This level, you stand up.
What clip? Oh, I'm not seeing it, bro. Jacob, I don't know if I'll be able to because I got chat on my phone and my phone's on 4%. So this.
You know, not everybody needs to do.
I'll show you what I've got right now. So that's like what I'm running right now, and my phone's only on 4%. So.
Stand up, okay? Some people just need to stick to this first level. This level's stupid, but it's kind of beautiful, alright? It proves that joy is everywhere, even if it's in other people's misery. Level 2. This level is the fucking stain on the earth that is brain rot. This one is a level above because it requires a set level of prior knowledge and liquidation of the brain. If you were to show an 80-year-old man this.
Yeah, my granddad started talking to me about skibbity toilet. He was like getting really frustrated by it. He was like, yo, what does this mean? How you trying to stream snipe me from my window? My windows are closed, bro.
You are not getting a giggle out of bro. But if you were to show this kid who's on his 41st 6-7 of the day, he'll laugh to an early grave. This is going so low because, you know, obviously it's not anything of substance. I don't have to explain that. Bro, like, what even is this shit, bro? It's I don't know, but I'm low.
Please, bro. Do not.
You here for it because it's a cheap laugh. But I just can't give this level any credit because there's still no structure.
Tell, that's not my biggest fear with doing this.
Or timing, just... And this is funny because it just so happens...
Timing is better than the actual joke itself. If you time something perfectly, then it is the funniest thing ever. But if you mistime it, if you say the exact same thing but you mistime it, then it won't hit.
Is that somewhere along the way we just collectively...
Trust me, I know.
...decided that gibberish tomfoolery equals funny. I don't know. I can feel the literal micro tears in my brain as I continue to talk about this subject. You know, I can say all these negative things, but if you catch me at the right hour, I'm losing it off this.
Oh, we love it.
Love-hate relationship with this level, no more. Level 3. At this level, we have straight up just memes. If you operate at this level, you don't tell jokes, right? You just quote TikToks and Reels.
Level 5 got Riz, Livy done rizzing up baby Gronk, Ice Spice what the dog doing, Skibbity toilet in real life only.
It's kind of funny though. Like this is kind of funny.
Got Riz, Livy done rizzing up baby Gronk, Ice Spice what the dog doing, Skibbity toilet in real life only.
You can't really consider yourself a funny guy for using this one. You know, maybe your For You page just got it. But you have made it past laughing at people's misfortune and brain disease. And now you've become a human soundboard. I sound like I'm hating right now, but literally everybody uses this level. And let me elaborate because I feel like I didn't really explain what this level
Tal, I don't think I can discuss that topic here.
is. It's using memes and conversation as like references rather than, you know, just memes by themselves. But anyways, memes are funny. That's sort of like their whole thing. And it's tough when somebody pulls out a good reference.
Sick reference though, bro. Oh, thanks, bro. Dude, your references are out of control. Everyone knows that.
The reason why it's so low is because it doesn't really require creativity. It's easy to just bring out memes. Obviously, sometimes you can be creative with it, but people be doing too much with that.
Copy lane mechanism into frat flick.
Harry's Cubby Lane mechanism was sick, by the way.
Into 6-7 shoddy emote. Frat snap.
Okay, but it also incorporates the aspect of timing and delivery. But everything else, you're not really creating a joke. You're just saying something that people have already agreed is funny. I stay spamming memes in my videos, so, you know, this is a little confronting. But true story, the other day I saw a guy sitting like this, and I thought to myself, bro, is not Kwandale Dingle.
That I sit like that, though. And my trousers go like that high up as well. Because, dunno. How would your trousers not do that, though? Because otherwise, like, bro, I'm sitting like that right now. I don't know how your trousers wouldn't do that, because the only way they'd be down at the bottom on your ankles is if they're like on the floor whilst you're sit up.
So, bro, is not Kwandale Dingle. It's Kwandale Dingle here. And hit one of these. I deadass felt disappointed in myself for that, but I did realize a cheap laugh is still a laugh. Another reason why I put this here is because I don't really laugh at memes, at least not really a full laugh. I just be hitting the quick little exhale out of your nose, like this.
This is an American video, bro.
But this level is still
like every video I watch is American.
Respectable. Level 4. Cringe humor. Okay, arguably the worst level here. But to explain it, it doesn't really make sense. Sort of just laughing at people being cringy on purpose. But everyone uses it, everyone does it. You may have hit a couple, what the Sigmas, started Naruto running or T-posing or something. Or one of these.
What level of humor do you reckon you boys are?
Whatever, you get the idea. This is a pretty common level. I've seen a couple TikTok trends that operate at this level too. Like whatever this shit is.
Yo, Kada tried to make me do this the other day. I was like, hell no. I was like, bro, I'm not doing that.
The reverse, though.
Yeah, no, I'll agree with that. Yeah, Jacob, you're just a spud.
This is another one where I don't really know where the funny is being stored. My theory is that it all goes back to Jim Carrey, who in fact did irreversible damage to comedy and cultivated millennial humor.
Oh no. Do you smell that?
But I'm not gonna go into that right now. Bro, but proper cringe when it's not for the funnies, that shit hurt.
I'm sorry, Jacob.
Alright, secondhand embarrassment is not a joke. Like, just look at this clip. Just
in the building.
something about but I really like try not to cringe challenges, because at least for me they're more like try not to laughs.
Bombastic side, bro. Okay, let's go.
It gets better.
That is kind of funny though. Like,
Bombastic side,
because you're just trying not to laugh if you don't just kind of chuckle at that.
bro. Okay, let's go.
Like, stop being so tense, just laugh at it, bro.
It gets better. And if you don't already know, I'm on my intellectual arc. So for this level, I'm proposing my theory for 3 acts relating to cringe humor. Number 1, Reddit accent. Alright, the Reddit accent is hard to explain, so just listen.
He looks like a freaking Kex worker. Well, if you freaking worked at Kex, maybe you'd realize it's actually a pretty cool establishment.
Any
Yeah, middle-aged man popping a what the signal.
vocals with these mannerisms, that is a byproduct of cringe humor. Next, 2, voice lines. When you purposefully demonstrate audio clips that have been deemed cringe, you're operating at this level of cringe humor.
We are Ohio.
Yeah, no, this video is bad. This video is not funny.
So every
because they're being like fully serious with that. They genuinely think they're being hilarious.
or baka you hit. That was me, by the way, that hit them voice lines, just saying. So every one of these voice lines you hit purposefully, that's cringe humor.
He sounds really posh. Like, really posh American. Listen to this.
By the way, that hit them voice lines, just saying. So every one of these voice lines you hit purposefully, that's
purposefully
cringe humor. Damn, I said 3, but I can't be asked thinking of the 3rd one. Forget, nigga. Level 5. Irony. This is jokes about jokes, humor that is bad on purpose, so technically cringe humor, but that's its own level for some reason. But allow me to give you some examples of ironic humor.
Yeah, I actually really like this guy. I'm gonna sub. This guy's funny.
Like playing a weird character as a joke. For example, this.
The ops want to tell me to straighten my shit. Press my shirt with an iron. How ironic. Seems like just last week I was flying down your block, pressing your men with the iron.
Or the better example being purposefully cringe. So we're just gonna go ahead and forget about level 4. Okay? Sorry. Ironic humor would also be these types of t-shirts with the shitty quotes on them. Like, you obviously know that shirt is lame, but you still wear it because it's funny.
Found a charger,
Maybe
boys.
Except this. When is it ever okay to wear this shirt in public?
Poor guy.
Also, you know that thing that people do where they explain a joke that was bad to make fun of the joke? There's this one British guy on TikTok that goes, "So what is done there is..." Okay, let me just show you.
If your house is cold, just stand in the corner, because it's always 90 degrees there.
And what he's done there is, okay, so he's saying if you're cold in your house, go to the corner because it's 90 degrees.
Cal is funny.
But what he's conflictuating is on a right angle.
If this guy doesn't think Cal is funny, then I'm unsubscribing to him.
It's 90 degrees, like the angle is, but to project up against it, it's 90 degrees. So obviously, if it's 90.
Yeah, and also dad jokes. I was considering.
Wait, what did he say about it?
This is.
Your house is cold, just stand in the corner, because it's always 90 degrees there.
And what he's doing.
What's he said?
This is one British guy. Maybe accept this. When is it ever okay to wear this shirt in public?
Never.
Also, you know, maybe accept this.
Oh, hell no.
When is it ever okay to wear this shirt in public?
Never.
Also, you know that thing that people do where they explain a joke that was bad to make fun of the joke? There's this one British guy on TikTok that goes, "So what is done there is..." Okay, let me just show you.
If your house is cold, just stand in the corner, because it's always 90 degrees there.
And what he's done there is, okay, so he's saying if you're cold in your house, go to the corner because it's 90 degrees. But what he's conflictuating is on a right angle, it's 90 degrees, like the angle is, but to project up against it, it's 90 degrees. So obviously, if it's 90.
Yeah, and also dad jokes. I was considering giving dad jokes its own level, but I think it best falls under here because dad.
No, dad jokes is definitely its own level. That is like 100%. Yeah, I know, but look at. Did you not see the way that he interpreted British people?
Dad jokes the whole.
So, he's got to go with that.
thing with them is the fact that they're not really funny. I don't think anyone thinks they're funny.
Pretty funny, huh? It's like you're gonna unzip your cable, huh? Just like the way.
Okay, no, I actually do find this guy funny though. So on a real one, I will subscribe.
Zip your pants, huh?
No, because that's fake. Look at the way that he's moving his jaw.
Zip your pants, huh?
Level 6.
He's like that guy from Goosebumps, bro. 2015. He's like this guy. This puppet man, wait. He's moving his jaw like that. That video used to, no, that movie used to creep the hell out of me.
Satire and
Yeah, good on Firebite.
commentary. This is
Not anymore.
the level where humans developed a brain. Because now the humor is becoming a way of delivering a message. This is where you stop laughing at the world and start laughing through it. You're not just making jokes anymore, you're making points. You're taking something ridiculous, politics, influencer culture, brain but internet trends, and holding up a mirror that says, look at this. This is us.
This guy's entering his element.
Met my and they fell in love, and they had
Steven.
Hi,
We
Steven
did
here.
this.
In my life,
Lil Sam. That was my hood accent. You heard me? I said like Lil Sam. At level 7, I just have people that write jokes. So people like stand-up comedians who aren't shit.
Here's Arnold Schwarzenegger finding an onion ring in his fries. What is this? I did not want an onion ring, I wanted fries.
I feel like I should have seen that clip before, but that is actually really funny. Practical Jokers. I've never really watched that before, but I know a ton of people like it. Okay. Last video of the day is done. Let's have a little look at the comments. First frame of the video is the outro. Really? Oh yeah, fair dues. Stuff that's so bad that's funny is probably man's just straight up from his own country. What are you on about? Yeah. Stuff can be so unfunny that it's funny. I like stuff like that.
And
But
at 17% African American, I am not from Wakanda.
okay. Boys. That is it. This is a good stream. This is really fun actually. I'll catch you in a bit. Tomorrow, boys. Can we do Rocket League tournament? Everyone come on for Rocket League tournament. The stream might be a bit earlier tomorrow, probably around 7 or 8, but I'll let you all know. Yeah, play in the tournament, and then we'll do some reaction videos. I'll make a playlist after stream now. If you boys send me some videos that you want me to react to as well, that'd be brilliant. But yeah, I'll catch you all in a bit. Thank you for pulling up. Tao, you've been brilliant. Jake, you've been brilliant. Ewan, you've also been pretty brilliant, boy. Zach, thank you for playing the tournament earlier. Otherwise, it would have literally just been me. But yeah, see you in a bit, boys. Caden, thanks.